In the name of Allah, the Beneficent and the Merciful. Hi learners, I'm Ambareen Khalid once again with my video lecture on Poem 6, A Sindhi Woman, written by Jan Stallworthy. Learners, as you know that this poem is included in the Syllabus of English, Intermediate Part 1. I have explained the lines with reference to the context. Synonyms of difficult words along with artistic qualities of the poem have also been presented. At the same time, I have also discussed the short questions answers of this poem. I hope that this video lecture will really help you to understand this poem. So let's get started. First of all, introduction of the poet, Jan Stallworthy. He was a British poet and critic, born in 1935 in London, died in 2014. Professor of English at the University of Oxford. Now questions from this poem. Explanation of the lines with reference to the context, 5 marks. Short question answers, 8 marks. Synonyms and MCQs. Reference. Learners, you will write down the reference of the poem exactly like this as you are just watching it on your screens. So these lines have been taken or extracted from the poem A Sindhi Woman, written by Jan Stallworthy. And now context of the poem. This poem admires and appreciates the hard work of a Sindhi woman, highlighting her tough and difficult way through Karachi slums. The poet pays a rich tribute to work, stressing upon the significance of hard work. Despite the burden on her head and obstacles in her way, she walks with dignity and grace. Only those people are successful in life who show strength and learn to carry their weight gracefully. The poet also gives us the message that work always keeps a person active and strong. Now lines 1 to 6. Barefoot through the bazaar and with the same undulant grace as the cloth blown back from her face, she glides with a stone jar high on her head and not a ripple in her tread. Synonyms: barefoot, not wearing shoes; undulant, rise and fall in waves; grace, dignity; blown back, drifted back; glides, moves smoothly; ripple, stumbling; tread, gait or walk. Now explanation of these lines. First of all, surface meaning. Learners, every poem has 2 layers of meaning, surface meaning and underlying or deeper meanings. So first of all, I will describe the surface meaning. In these lines, the poet describes a Sindhi woman who is barefooted and passing through the bazaar. She is walking with a rhythmic grace and dignity, and her headdress blows back from her face smoothly, too, by the wind. Rhythm can be seen both in her gait and cloth on her head. She is carrying a stone jar on her head, and even with that weight on her head, she is walking so smoothly that one can't find her stumbling or staggering on her way. Now, underlying meaning. You will also write down this underlying meaning in your explanation. The poet actually wants to tell us that the Sindhi woman knows well her responsibilities and duties towards life. She is equally aware and conscious of the difficulties and hardships of her life. Despite all the difficulties and hardships faced by the Sindhi woman, she doesn't complain about anything and continues her struggle bravely and elegantly. Her smooth gait gives her grace and dignity, which is enjoyed only by those people who know how to perform their duties and fulfill their responsibilities in the best possible manner. Lines 7 to 12. Watching her cross erect, stones, garbage, excrement, and crumbs of glass in the Karachi slums, I, with my stoop, reflect. They stand most straight who learn to walk beneath a weight. In the fourth line, pronoun I has been used for the poet. Synonyms: cross, to pass; erect, straight; garbage, rubbish; excrement, dung or waste material; crumbs, pieces; slums, poor areas; stoop, bend; reflect, think; beneath, under. Explanation of these lines. First of all, again, surface meaning. In these lines, we have been told that the poet is watching the Sindhi woman passing through the poor areas of Karachi, and she is walking erect and straight. She is facing stones, rubbish, waste material, tongue, and broken pieces of glass on her way. The poet is also standing there watching her crossing the poor areas. Though the poet has not spent a tough and difficult life as compared to that Sindhi woman, even then he is having bent back. And now the poet believes that only those people are strong and courageous who know how to lift their burden of life with grace and dignity. And now, underlying or deeper meaning. The poet means to say that only those people who are aware of their responsibilities and duties are the successful and strong ones. They know how to handle and survive through tough and difficult situations. Importance of doing hard work under pressure with dignity has been highlighted in these lines. The poet gives us the message that the unprivileged people of the society, instead of complaining about their problems and dilemmas, endure the hardships and problems bravely and learn how to live gracefully with their responsibilities and burdens of life. Artistic qualities of this poem: symbolism, alliteration, and rhyme scheme. First of all, symbolism in a Sindhi woman. Symbolism is the use of symbols to represent ideas or qualities. Stones, garbage, excrement, and crumbs of glass are symbols of difficulties and hardships of life. Stone jar is a symbol of responsibilities and duties of life. Alliteration in a Sindhi woman. Now, learners, what is alliteration? Alliteration is the occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. Bare, bazaar, blown back, high head, stand straight, walk wait. Rhyme scheme of a Sindhi woman. Rhyme scheme is the arranged pattern of the rhyming words at the end of the lines of a poem. The rhyme scheme of first stanza of this poem, A Sindhi Woman, is A, B, B, A, C, C. And second stanza is C, D, D, C, F, F. And our question answers of A Sindhi Woman. Question is, what did the poet reflect when he saw the woman? Answer is, when the poet saw the woman, he reflected that only those people are brave, upright, and courageous who learn how to carry their burden and responsibilities of life honorably and gracefully. Second question is, what kind of picture of the Karachi slums do we get after reading the poem? Answer is, after reading the poem, we get a bleak and gloomy picture of the Karachi slums. The heaps of rubbish, dunghills, broken pieces of glass, and stones clearly mirrored the poor picture of the Karachi slums. And last question is, what is the main idea of the poem? This poem admires and appreciates the hard work of a Sindhi woman, highlighting her tough and difficult route through Karachi slums. The poet pays a rich tribute to work, stressing upon the significance of hard work. Despite the burden on her head and obstacles in her way, she walks with dignity and grace. Only those people are successful in life who show strength and learn to carry their weight gracefully. We also get the message that work always keeps a person active and strong. So, learners, this is all about today's video. Do comment below in the comment box if you like the video, and if you have any query, do write it in the comment box. Thank you. Take care. May Allah always bless us all.